Alrighty, guys, it's time again to. Feels like we've done this so much today, but we're predicting once again for the third time in one day. That's commitment. We're talking about TNA's Bound for Glory 2016. That apparently they don't have the money to, they don't just a week before just happens to come out that don't have the money to fund. So we won't. I don't know why we're doing the predictions. Honestly, it's not gonna happen, guys. It's just something that it's impossible. They don't have enough money. They can't pay the talent. They can't pay for all these broken vignettes. The TNA is just broken. I guess that's what it is. It's the broken brilliant. But we're gonna talk about it. Um, and let's jump into it first. I don't know which match to start with. Let's just start with Cody Rhodes' debut. Um, we Cody Rhodes is set to debut. I don't know if they're gonna call him Cody Rhodes or call him just Cody. Heard him called Cody Rhodes. He talks about the roads and stuff. And Josh Matthews at one point said Cody Rhodes, and then another point said just Cody, and then on the actual like promo picture, it said just Cody. So I'm not sure what they're gonna call him, but I definitely think it should be an interesting debut. I expect him to probably come out and do maybe a promo or something. What would be a smart move? What they could do, they could have him in the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match. That would be kind of a way to kind of show debut him, but also put him in a match on the same night. So that would work if they wanted to go in that route. Any thoughts on kind of what you think Cody Rhodes may do on his debut?
I mean, I think he might come in and beat up John Cena. Oh wait, no, he not. He not in that company anymore. Um, I don't know. It's interesting because they signed his wife too. So, and apparently she's a knockout. So I don't know if she is gonna wrestle. Actually, I'm a little bit more curious about her, just because there's more. We don't know as much with her. Wrestling wise. Um, but I'm definitely excited. I feel like there's a lot of things they could do with him. They could make the Rhodes Scholars again. Um, but I mean, there's a lot of guys that he could have really good feuds with. He could have really good feuds with EC3, um, Matt Hardy, pretty much anybody you could probably put him in something with, and he'll do really good. But I'm just excited for him to actually, see his potential that he really didn't get to see in WWE.
Oh yeah, definitely excited to see what's going to happen with that. We have DJZ versus, if he is the X Division champion, because he does have an X Division title match on Thursday, on that episode of TNA as an X Division championship match against Eddie Edwards. And kind of wondering if something going to happen to where DJZ faces Eddie Edwards again um, at Bound for Glory or not. I'm kind of wondering kind of how that's going to go. But um, I don't know if I expect I kind of do expect DJZ to retain regardless of who he ends up facing. I just don't really know who he's gonna face. I could see them doing like a multi-man match, just because it's Bound for Glory. But if it was one person in particular, I could see it being Eddie Edwards again, in some form or fashion. It would be cool to see a Davey Richards return and maybe have him on, because I know he returned for like a second and then he was gone again. So it'd be cool to see him maybe come back, but not really sure what they would do with DJZ, but I think it's going to be a good match nonetheless. Um, any thoughts on who you think is going to be the challenger for DJZ?
I don't know who's going to be the challenger for DJZ, but I do know one thing. He's going to lose. He's going to lose. Lose it. Probably like Mandrews, maybe, because Mandrews or Rockstar Spud. Yeah. Or Trevor Lee. Or Andrew Everett.
Well, Rockstar Spud is in the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match.
He gonna go for both. What's wrong with you? Why he can't go for both?
And that kind of upsets me a little bit that Rockstar Spud in the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match. Because I wanted to see him and Braxton Sutter go one on one because we've been seeing all this teeth stuff going on. So I guess we won't get that feud on Bound for Glory, but in that match in some form or fashion. But while we're on the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match, I think there's 10 participants in it. They have released 6 names. We have Tyrus, Robbie E, Baron Dax, Jesse Goddard, Basil Baraka, and there was one more. Rockstar Spud, I think, was the other one that I was missing. Um, I'm kind of wondering. I don't really know who I think is gonna win this. Out of the first 6 people that we've had announced, it's kind of weird to say Tyrus again, but I feel like Tyrus should have did more with his opportunity before. Um, Out of these list of names, and I'm trying to think of other people that could be in it. Um, fan in me, and I'm gonna go with Grado. I'm gonna go with Grado because Grado, we had that little stare down with Bobby Lashley. So I think they were building something. That's what they were doing. They were building something. We just didn't know it. So I'm going with Grado. I think Grado is gonna get the win in the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match. Other people I think that could be in it. I could see some of these new guys who they signed a long time ago and haven't debuted yet, like Caleb Conley, being in it. I could see there was one more guy that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I could definitely see them being in it. I'd have to look up the roster to really know kind of the choices that I have. But any thoughts on the Mount for Gold Gauntlet match?
Uh, so you're too lazy to look up the.
Aiden O'Shea. Aiden O'Shea, he should be in it. I have a soft spot in my heart for Aiden O'Shea now. Aiden O'Shea should be in it. They should bring him back. Um, let's see who else. Bram hasn't came back yet. We see Bram come back with kind of a new character or something. Since he's been locked up in the Decay's closet for so long. Um, they actually have Brother Nero listed as they actually have Jeff Hardy listed as Brother Nero on here. That's pretty funny. Um, they have I could see Caleb Conley. So I'm gonna try to come up with an actual list of 4 names that could actually be possible. Honestly, I think Davey Richards could be one of them. We haven't seen him in a while, so I'm gonna go with Davey Richards. Hero Uno, I guess, is still hurt. I'm not sure. Davey Richards. I'm gonna go Davey Richards. I think Mahabali Share is gonna be in it. Moose already has a match. I think Braxton Sutter's gonna be in it. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw it out here. Aiden O'Shea should be in it. I think he should just go ahead and be in it. So Aiden O'Shea, Bram with new kind of face paint or whatever, Caleb Conley, and Mahabali Share was who I was thinking. But still with those names, if Aiden O'Shea doesn't win, we riot. But I'm gonna go. I'm still going with Grado. I think they were planting the seeds. I think they were planting the seeds for Grado to take the next step to the top. Casey, Bound for Gold Gauntlet match.
All right, it's either gonna be Rockstar Spud, Crazy Steve, or I could see possibly Cody winning it as a surprise. Just because he is, he's established. A lot of fans would know him. So if he came in and it was a surprise winner, it wouldn't be like, who is this guy? I feel like I love Caleb Connolly, but I don't feel like enough fans know him to, like, if he won, they'd kind of be like, who is this guy? So I think that, I definitely could like them bringing him in on this match, though, to kind of introduce the fans to him, and then kind of build him up a little bit. But I think I think it'll be somebody who's already established, like possibly a Cody or maybe Rockstar Spud. I mean, I feel like it opens up a lot of more options that it's a gauntlet match. If it was just like a one-on-one, obviously Lashley's gonna win, but there's a chance. There's a chance. Chance.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
get there's a chance?
I get it. There is a chance. I wasn't sure if you were done or not. I get it. There was a chance. There's a chance, possibility.
I could win it.
I mean, it's a possibility. It's a gauntlet match, so better odds. Better odds. Um, Next we got the TNA Knockouts Championship match. We got Maria going up against Gail Kim. Um, I definitely. I'm hoping Maria actually gets in the ring. That'd be nice. But I'm definitely expecting this to be a good match. I'm excited because it feels like they've milked this whole hand injury for all it's worth. And I'm hoping that she'll actually get a chance to, um, you know, get in the ring and do her thing. So I'm gonna go with Gail Kim just because I think they're setting this all up for Gail Kim to be Knockouts champion and get into the Hall of Fame. So who you predicting for Gail Kim?
I'm picking Allie. That's my pick. I'm picking Allie.
Not necessarily a possibility, but okay. While we're on Gail Kim, we should talk about the Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't think any like shenanigans are going to go down or anything. Just kind of excited to see Gail Kim in the Hall of Fame, first ever knockout to be in the Hall of Fame. Um, any suggestions for how to go about the ceremony? I do hope they actually do the ceremony because I think when was it? Was it last year? It was the year the Dudleys went in. They didn't actually do one. They did it, but they did it like the night before, so no one got to see it. So I actually hope they do like a legit like in ring like ceremony. But thoughts on the Hall of Fame ceremony?
I think it's gonna be a ceremony, and they gonna induct her in the Hall of Fame.
That's usually how it works, actually. Yep.
Yeah, that's my prediction. That is my prediction of how it's gonna go. I think that's how it's gonna go. You know, they might
Okay.
they might pull the rug from underneath us and not induct her, and then we're like, whoa, what?
Wow. Wow. He got me there.
Yeah,
Next we got Moose versus Mike Bennett. Definitely expecting this to be a good match. I'm excited to see both of them work together. I know they kind of have a little chemistry being from Ring of Honor. So it'll definitely be an interesting match. Should be a good match. I'm going with Moose. I think this is Moose's time to get a big pay-per-view win. So I'm going with Moose. Casey, Moose or Mike Bennett?
let me see. Miracle. Uh, Again, this isn't exactly the match that I want because I want Moose versus Lashley, but I'm gonna go with Moose. I feel like they're trying to push him and actually give him a good push. Not that Ring of Honor wasn't, but he obviously he went from Ring of Honor to TNA, and hopefully they book him well, and hopefully he gets a title soon. Not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be the world title, but I definitely think a title would help him for people that maybe aren't as familiar with him. Obviously, titles always kind of get fans more interested in you, whether it's a good or a bad way. They're interested in you either way. Um, you know, but I hope he wins. I feel like him losing there's no point in it.
All right, all right. Next, we got the TNA Grand Championship match. Aaron Rex versus Drew Galloway. Um, this one's kind of tough because it's like Aaron Rex did just get there. He's an established guy. Um, but Drew Galloway obviously has kind of staked his claim in TNA since he's been there. So it's kind of a tough one to pick. But I'm gonna go with Aaron Rex. I think him being kind of the new kid on the block a little bit. Um, is kind of going to help him a little bit. I think it would be smart for them to ride the momentum that he was having in WWE, even if it was as Mizdow, kind of ride that momentum that he came in on, and keep it going, and have him win this Grand Championship, which is a kind of a different style championship. So I'm gonna go with Aaron Rex. Um, and then I definitely don't think it's a bad thing for Drew Galloway. I just think that it'll be better for Aaron Rex, to kind of prove that he's a legit Casey, Aaron Rex, or Drew Galloway.
Uh, and I kind of wish this wasn't for this match. It wasn't Bound for Glory, just because Bound for Glory is kind of like their big show. So I would have rather he came in earlier and kind of maybe lost this match to build up more of a feud to Bound for Glory, but obviously that didn't happen. So I'm gonna go with Aaron Rex. I still think they'll keep going with the feud, but I think Aaron Rex will get this one.
All right. Next, we got the TNA World Tag Team Championship match called The Great War. We got the Hardys and their Broken Brilliance going up against the Decay. I'm kind of interested to see how much involvement Rebby, Hardy, and Rosemary will have, just because they have been kind of not only vocal but physical in this feud. So I'm kind of wondering how much kind of influence they're gonna have in this match. But I'm gonna go with the Hardys. It's gonna suck to see the Decay's run come to an end, but it's kind of interesting because it does keep them strong to show that the Hardys had to go to this level. They had to get like as crazy as the Decay to actually defeat Decay. So I think it actually makes them look stronger, even though they're probably going to lose this match. So I'm going with the Hardys and the Broken Brilliance of Matt. Because I mean they've done it all. They've trained for this match with George Washington, and the Bucks of Youth and the Spot Monkeys. They've done it all. They've done it all. They've went through the final deletion. They've went through delete or decay. I mean, these Hardys have been through it all. I don't think there's any way that they lose to the Decay. They've sunk to the Decay's level, and now they're going to beat them at their own game. I'm going with the Broken Hardys. I think comes in and gets the pin. Casey, who wins the Great War? The Great War.
Oh man. First of all, I don't like Jeff Hardy in this picture. It should be the broken Jeff Hardy, not the just generic Jeff Hardy. Come on now. We're supposed to keep the gimmick going. Come on. I don't want Decay to lose, but I want the Hardys to win and see what they do with this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Hardys, and then I'm curious what they'll do with the Decay after that.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting match because it's called the Great War. So I don't know. Like, it's kind of interesting to see what we're gonna see in this match. Like it's kind of like there's nothing like that you can even like think of anymore with Matt Hardy. So like you never know what they're gonna do in this match. So it'll be an interesting one. But finally, we have the TNA World Championship match, the main event. We got Lashley, the champion, going up against EC3. Definitely gonna be a good match. The main event picture for TNA has been one of the most consistent main event pictures, in my opinion, in a long time. And I'm definitely excited. Excited to see that this is going to be a good match. There's also a stipulation on this match. It'll be decided um, after the Lethal Lockdown this week on TNA, so that'll be interesting too. I got a feeling it's going to go to some no DQ or no holds barred or something like that because they really took it to the limits for this feud. Um, so I'm going to go with actually, I'm not. I don't know. This one's a tough one. This one's a tough one for me because I could see Lashley keeping the title and just doing what he does. But then again, I can see EC3 kind of, coming back at Bound for Glory, and winning the title. I'm gonna give you this match first because I don't know.
It's gonna be a time limit draw. That's what's gonna happen, or a disqualification, or something. Because I don't
But
know.
if it's no holds barred, how is it gonna be a disqualification?
It's gonna be a super disqualification.
All right, you didn't give me any time to think. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with EC3. I think they're on the like this is gonna be his first big run as a face. Um, so I'm gonna go with EC3. But I wouldn't be upset either way that this goes. I just think this is a big moment to not have a title change here. So I wouldn't be surprised if it changed hands on this show. So I'm going with EC3. Finally dethrones the Destroyer. And kind of it'll be kind of interesting to see what they do with Lashley because I feel like Lashley's one of those guys that kind of gets lost after he loses the title. Like he's still the same guy, but like with the title, he's just so much more. So I kind of wonder what they're gonna do with Lashley. Feud with Moose. Feud with Moose. Let's do it. I think they should do it. I think they should do it right now. Um, but I'm going with EC3. All right, that's about it. That's the. Are there any more matches that you saw that I may have missed? Because this was as of I think last week or something.
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything
Okay,
else.
cool. But yeah, pretty much that's about it. That's your Bound for Glory predictions. It should be. I definitely think it should be a good show. Um, I just feel like it's gonna be a good show. We don't get like TNA pay per views every single month, so it's kind of one of those things where like when you get it, you're kind of really excited about it. So I want to see how everything plays out. Should be definitely a good show. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave your predictions for Bound for Glory in the comments. Follow us on Twitter as well at ICW_podcast, and that's about it. I guess we'll see you guys later. Next video we have is NXT, I think. Right? Yeah, NXT. So I guess we'll see you guys later.